Okie dokie. So we're on the GPU. So left and right gen switches would be gen, but on GPU they'll be off. So off, off. Standby flight display switch. We're gonna test it. We've got a green light. Okay. And now it wants us to go on. We should get an amber light because it's on its own battery and it's aligning. Okay. Battery switch on. 24 volts minimum. We're on GPU power, so we're showing 28.5 or so right now. Avionics power switch on. We gotta wait on the AHRS to fully initialize. When I get this PFD on, we're gonna check the radar. So here, and we're in standby. Good. Okay. We need a clearance. You want to do that now or later?
Yeah, you want to listen your 80s just for practice?
Yeah, what's the freak?
Check on the...
Oh, is it on the... Oh, so it's actually correct.
Check on the chart.
Awesome. Okay, let's do it. 28.7. Oh, is this one? Oh, yeah. I should do this. 28.725. Flip-flop those, and we're going to fix this right now. Okay, 28.725 and COM 2. How do I get it to play over?
It's not working. Put it COM 1.
5 knots. Visibility 2 miles. Ceiling 800. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. Altimeter tree 002. Arrival runway 1 tree right. Departure runway 1 tree right. Runway dry. Braking action good. Inform controller on initial contact. You have information, Kilo. Kennedy International Airport. Information, Kilo. Met report time 1900 Zulu. Wind 080 degrees. 5 knots. Visibility 2 miles. Ceiling 800. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. Altimeter tree 002. Arrival runway 1 tree right. Departure runway 1 tree right. Runway dry. Braking action good. Inform controller on initial contact. You have information, Kilo. Okay.
So 1 free right. Go ahead and get that in here. So let's go ahead and get a clearance.
The same JFK5 you made.
Okay. So 1 free right, JFK5. Okay, there's some junk in here we're gonna get rid of. So let's put KJ. Lost. Okay, there we go. Okay. Execute. That should have cleared everything. It did. Okay, now let's go back here. Let's make sure this is still okay. It's not. It cleared that. We're gonna do that. Cruise altitude 10,000.
It's 5,000 you should. 5,000.
Okay. Just for the cruise for the fuel.
Yeah, you can put 10,000. We are not climbing.
I'll do 5.
Yeah,
5's fine. All right. Let's go to takeoff. So we don't know our runway yet. What was the winds? Was it?
080 at 5. 080.
Oh, 080. That's right. 080 at 5. It was 15 degrees, and I'm seeing 15, and it was 02. So we'll leave that there for now. We're gonna go back to here. I'm gonna go ahead. We're coming back to JFK, correct?
Yep.
JFK. That's back in there, and we're gonna go here. We're gonna be 13 right via the JFK5. That's gonna be wavy. Wavy. W-A-V-E-Y. Wavy. Okay. W-A. Oh man. V-E-Y. Wavy. Okay. Okay. That's okay. Okay. So back to, well, we can finish this out real quick. So we'll go to takeoff. We've got a runway now. We lost it again. 080 at 5 and 15 degrees. Okay. Next. It's dry. We're going to use 15 flaps, and we're not going to use any anti-ice, so we're going to send these speeds. Okay, so we've got them here, and I'm seeing the same over there. Okay, seeing the same over there. And what's your opinion? We talked to the gentleman yesterday about with the refs, some people like to do this.
The blue, right? It's not necessary, but I think it's good. You can kind of conform, right?
Yeah, and it means they can't disappear. You know what I mean? Which is kind of nice. So okay, fair enough. So we're done here for now. We're gonna go to legs. So back to the checklist. We were at use clearance. We got it. TCAS. So we're aligned. We'll do the TCAS test. Traffic.
TCAS system test okay.
Okay. TAWS. So here we go.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
Okay.
Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
The last one is this one.
Okay. All right. So rotary test. Okay, it's done, and I want that off. Okay. Rotary test. So let's do it. So we're gonna go to the enunciator position.
Test.
Check all our lights. Okay. That looks good.
Test.
Your lights over there look good. These lights over here look
Test.
good. These across the bottom look good.
Test.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to anti-skid.
Ready.
We got anti-skid and off. When we go to the overspeed, it should go. Okay, it already went out. So overspeed. That's our tone for overspeed. We're about to go to windshield temp. So windshield temp, and we shouldn't have anything. And we're going to go to bleed low. Windshield overheat
And caution.
and flashing. We're gonna go to the middle, and we're gonna go to bleed high. Windshield overheat. And caution. Okay. We are now going to go to rudder bias. Rudder bias. We've got a light. We've got a caution. We're going to go to AOA. We should see this rise all the way up. We've got our stick shaker, and we've got it here.
Battery over temp.
Battery over temp. We got both our lights.
Battery
That's
over
warning.
temp.
Okay.
Landing gear.
We've got our lights.
Landing gear.
And we've
Landing
got our
gear.
audible. Okay.
Landing gear.
And fire warning.
Left engine fire. Right engine fire.
Okay. So yeah, we've got our left and right engines. We got our smoke, bag of smoke. Okay, and then back off. If I miss anything at any point, please stop me. Okay, so it's time to go to battery switch EMER. So EMER. Okay. This is what we're down to. We're going to check power, emergency bus items, and DC to DC converter operations. Okay, so it looks like we've got everything working. On this checking DC to DC converter operations, to what is it referring? Check power. So check powered emergency bus items, obviously, and DC to DC converter operations. So
Some items you can check, otherwise, yeah, voltmeter you can see, for example, right, voltmeter you can see over there, right? AC29 is working.
Okay.
Audio panels.
okay,
Can work. The other panels you can check, and maybe you can check right here on the old. You can see the radius is working again.
okay, right, okay,
Or the standby, anyone who can
Right.
see this guy right here.
Okay.
Landing gear.
okay. Battery switch back to bat. Avionics power switch off. Watch us have to redo all of this. Fuel transfer knob is off. Left and right boost switches and left and right ignition switches down and in norm. All anti-ice and de-ice switches are off, confirming that that is the case. They are off. Do we need to perform this tail de-ice today?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna skip this. No icing conditions are forecast. So left AHAR slave switch auto, that's here, down and then auto. External lights as required. We'll throw a nav on for now. Parking brake. So batteries on, accumulators on, so this will work just fine. Parking brake set. Night dim switch is as desired. Windshield bleed manual valves off. Emergency lighting switch, armed amber light extinguished. So armed amber light is extinguished. Is this one of those push to test? No, it's not. Okay, pilot's AHARS reversionary switch normal. Pilot's DADC revision switch normal. So these are both down and in normal. Display reversion switch in the middle in normal. Left and right engine channel select switches, channel A or B must be eliminated. We've got A on both. Landing gear handle is down. And we've got 3 green lights and no red lights. Anti-skid switch is on. Engine instrument warning indicators, no flags. I'm not seeing anything. Fuel quantity and balance. So it's balanced, we have 3,000 pounds. Cabin dump switch is covered and down. Pressure system select switch is in auto. Air conditioning switch is off. Ground idle switch is in normal. Right AHAR slave switches are in auto. So we're in, right AHAR slave switches. So you're in auto, and then co-pilot's AHAR's revision and DADC revision switches down and then normal. Cockpit voice recorder if installed, test button, push to test, hold for 5 seconds. Look for a green light. Okay, got a green light. Throttles are off now. That's why we do this. Okay, so throttles are off and engine sync knob is off. Okay, so there's not going to be a delay before flight, so we're going to skip to before starting engines. Pre-flight inspection is complete. Wheel chocks are removed. Cabin door, I closed it. Is it closed? It is not closed. We've got a annunciator for a baggage door forward. I'll send you out to get the door.
Let's do that.
Okay. So closed and locked, and we're not seeing any annunciators for that anymore. Passenger briefing is complete. Seat belts and shoulder harnesses, we've got them. So battery switch is on BAT. Standby flight display switch is on, and we're aligned. Emergency lighting switch armed. It is. Beacon light switch is on. Air conditioning switch is off. Annunciator panel. We've got a P-hat. Starting engines. Okay, so yeah, normal procedure here. So we'll start the right engine first. So right engine. We've got the light. We've got into rotation. 8%. We've got oil pressure, ignition. I've got N1 rotation. All right, that was going to be an over temp. So we're going to let it motor.
15 seconds.
Yep, 15 seconds.
Start disengage.
All right, so we'll say this is 15 seconds. Start disengage. Okay.
You
So
can put an idle.
okay,
You
we're
can give a quick start.
okay. Both engines or just right?
Only one, just right.
Okay, right engine.
Okay, good. Go ahead and the left now.
Okay, left engine. Push. Okay, we've got into rotation. 8%. We've got oil pressure coming up. We've got ignition.
Oil pressure.
and we've got in 1 rotation. It's looking like it's sort of hanging.
Yep.
I think we've got a hung start.
This one is hung start. Good.
Okay.
Same procedure, 15 seconds.
Okay. And our starter hasn't disengaged, so we'll force disengage it. We did, and it worked.
You can put an idle,
Okay. Idle position.
and you have all fingers running now.
Okay. I see 2 engines. Okay. Cool, so we've got 2 good engines. Well, we've got 2 bow ties, so we've got 2 good engines. Check normal, annunciators, left and right gen are off, they should be. External power, okay, so external power disconnect.
Yep. That's correct.
Okay, it's disconnected. So we're going to turn the left and right gen switches to gen, and we're charging, and we're back up to 28.5. Okay, DC amps and volts checked. We just did that. Left gen switch off. Left gen switch off. No longer carrying the load. Right gen is carrying the load. Our voltage is still good, and we've got a left gen off annunciator. Okay. Right gen switch off. Okay, so now we've got a caution and a warning, and we're showing the right one off, and we're showing a slow drop, an unrealistically slow drop back to battery voltage. Okay, left gen switch back to gen. It's carrying the load, we're back up and indicating. Right gen switch to gen. It's also carrying the load. Okay, battery switch to the off position. The generators are carrying everything. Okay. Battery switch. So we're looking for check left amp, check right amp, decrease, voltmeter read 0. So decrease, decrease, and read 0. So, okay, back to back. Next page. For taxi, avionics power switch on. Avionics power switch on. Exterior light switches as required. We're looking good right now on the lights. Passenger advisory switch. Passenger safety. It was actually already there. Should have been in the off position. And that's why when we flipped on the battery, we heard that. Left and right engine channel switches push, so we're going to check the other FADEC channel. We're on B on B. We'll switch it to A and A. No change. And we've got lights. Okay, pressurization, set destination elevation. We're coming back here, correct? So that's sea level plus 200. Cockpit air distribution knob as required, so we're going to leave it in norm. Air conditioner, fans, and temperature controls, we're all going to leave it all off in this case. Electric elevator trim, so we're going to check it. First, we're going to make sure it's working both ways and set it in takeoff. So we're almost there. Okay, takeoff, both directions. Split one way, not working. Split the other way, not working. And not working with the autopilot disconnect interrupt. And then you try yours, and I'll try mine. Mine overrides yours, and now you check yours. Okay. Flight controls. So flight controls, true and correct. Okay. Flaps, check and set. So we're going to take these on down here to the ground flaps position. And it's indicating. Speed brakes are extended, and we'll do a quick advance. Make sure that the speed brakes retract.
No takeoff.
No takeoff.
No takeoff.
Speed brakes were retracted. They are back deployed again. Okay, and we're going to go back up to takeoff and approach and verify that they go there. Hydraulic pressure's on for the flaps, obviously. Okay, and then they're back to takeoff approach. Rotor bias check, so we'll do a small advance on the right. Alright, right foot. And then small advance on the left. Let's press on the left foot. Okay. Flight management system and charge check. Okay, so this is all avionics now. So let's check on that real quick. Let's see what we still have and what we don't have. So we went to Posinet. Let's make sure these are the same. They are. We go to flight plan, JFK to JFK via the JFK 5, vectors to what we loaded earlier. So vectors to wavy. We'll go to our perfs, perfinet. It's still got it. So 2 passengers, no cargo, sensed fuel, that's the same. Takeoff. Actually, let me go back real quick if I can. Let's go back to perf. Just wanted to double check. Cruise altitude, we'll use 5,000 in this case. Wanted to verify that. Takeoff, runway 13, it knows because we've already told it this. Wind 0805, 15 degrees Celsius, 3002. We've got 3002 times 3. Dry runway. Next, we're going to use 15 flaps, no anti-ice. Let's send these. It actually already did. We'll send them again. They're repopulating. And we'll lock those in, not because we have to, but because we want to. Okay. Cool. These men's are still showing. I'm going to hide those for now. Okay. Let's go back to legs here. And I think we are pretty much set up, ready to move. Let's double check that. We've got our speeds. We've got our route figured out. I'm on FMS 1. I've got FMS 2 or LOC 2 ready. And you're on FMS 1 since we've only got one, and you've got LOC 2 ready, which makes sense. Everything on your side looks pretty good. And annunciator panel check. We've just got a hat. The last thing I want to check here before you give us anything else was the altitude for this guy was 5,000. So let's go ahead and get that in here. And we've got runway heading. And I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and just put the bars up now. We'll hit heading when we get closer, okay?
Good. So you're ready for taxi, clear for taxi, runway 13 right via Quebec 4, left on Quebec, left, right to Papa Charlie, hold short, 13 right.
Okay, so left Quebec 4, left onto Quebec, and then a right turn, Papa Charlie for 13 right. Okay? I'm scared to hit the charts or I would. Okay, and let's just make sure. So clear for taxi, brakes, apply and hold, release parking brake, brakes check. All right, we'll check them here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get over to here before takeoff. This right here. Say we're gonna do it. All right, let's roll it. Lights. Recog. Okay, we're moving. A little brake test. Seems like they're working very well.
Oh, they even have the custom vehicles, okay?
Trump era. Trump.
What's that? Oh, all right, it's going to be left on Quebec. Right on to Papa Charlie. Oh no, okay, good. It almost froze. I brought this up and it like hung up for a second. It scared me. Okay.
Alright, so right now, Papa Charlie, please cross just make sure there is no brakes.
Clear left and right. Brakes are so sensitive.
Yep.
Okay. Holding short. Alright, we'll go ahead and get this ready. So we're not going to use any anti-ice or de-ice other than the pitot static here in a moment. Passenger seats are upright and all that. Air select knobs on both. It is. Flaps are set for takeoff. Trim is set for takeoff. Set for takeoff. Crew briefing. This is basically our briefing. We've already kind of gone over this. Here are our speeds. This should be our takeoff length. Yeah. Okay. So pitot. So, are we clear for takeoff?
Yeah, you're good. We're on the right hand, 5,000.
Okay, clear for takeoff. Runway heading 5,000. Get the heat on, the lights on, more lights on. Transponder, TCAS, radar as required, annunciator panel, just ground idle. That's what we should see. Okay, clear over there. Let's see if we can see 1-3 right here before we get too far down the road.
Don't forget to put your heading.
Yep, good call. So push heading. Okay, looking for 1-3 right. Okay, I see an R.
There we go.
And I see a 1-3. All right, let's push these up. Take off. Ooh, okay. There we go. All right, we've got 2 good engines and we've got 3 air speeds. 80 cross check. V1 rotate. All right, positive rate. Gears coming up.
Right engine oil pressure.
Okay.
Right engine oil pressure.
Okay, let's climb at
Right engine oil
V2
pressure.
here.
Right engine oil pressure.
It's close to pitch 15.
Right engine oil pressure.
What's that?
It will be a little bit more than pitch 10, right?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
keep V2, but it is very close.
Yeah. Okay. So our right engines
See,
are weak
yeah, you
engine.
didn't feel it, but it's okay. They're fine. Don't worry. Fly the airplane first.
All right.
1,000 feet. If you want to put the autopilot, you can put the autopilot.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Let's lower our workload a little bit. Let's get the autopilot on here.
FOC, V2,
Okay. Flight level change. We can slow it down a little bit.
and that's
Although
ready
we're
for 1500
we're 1500, so we'll go ahead and
133.
yeah, we'll go ahead and put it on 130. Okay. Let's run a checklist. That's gonna be not this checklist. Real quick, gears up, flaps soon, throttles. We're gonna leave them like this for now. Engine sync. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this other checklist. It's gonna be more applicable. We're gonna go to engine failure or fire, master warning during takeoff, Alpha 1. Engine failure or fire or master warning during takeoff. Above V1, takeoff continued, maintain directional control, airspeed, VR. Okay, got all this. We don't need the cross flow. We've got our gear up. We don't need the cross flow. We're not in icing conditions. Flaps, we're good here for now. We'll just wait till we get leveled off, get a little bit faster with some flaps. And if engine fire, Well, we don't have any reason to believe fire. If engine failure, refer to emergency restart one engine. That's tab B2. So B2. B2. Okay, emergency restart one engine. Follow the following shutdown with starter assist 200 knots maximum. If altitude 200 knots maximum. Okay, so throttle affected engine. So I'm seeing my right leg is the dead leg, right engine's the dead engine, and I'm seeing the same here. Let's verify it.
Landing gear,
That is
landing
the
gear,
case.
landing gear, altitude.
Okay, 1,000 to go. Okay, throttle affected engine off. Gen switch affected engine, gen. Wing engine anti-ice switch affected engine off, they are. Firewall shut off, we don't have any reason to believe we've got it shut off. Fuel boost switch affected engine is a norm. Okay. Alright, engine start button affected engine, press momentarily. Let's hold off here. Let's wait a second, let's level off. Get a little speed, get rid of our flaps. Okay. Flaps up. Back to MCT.
Yeah, you can see the engine 80% into even see. Yeah, that's
Okay, so let's
C3.
I do see the
Let's go
train.
have the autopilot a little bit to the left, the right, right?
Yes, so
There we go.
good call. Okay, so let's try this engine start.
So remember, before
Maybe-
you start,
Need to refer to the airspeed table.
remember, they never tell it right here, right? On the if engine of course, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
What is the checklist for A1? Right here. Remember, refer to emergency restart when needed. But first, remember, you need to stop it right here. VFR. You don't have a rotation on the right side.
Yeah, so it's
you,
not.
You cannot try restart, right? So VFR. They never tell it right, but stop it right here and think about it. Can I go or not? Can I do it or not?
Right.
VFR.
Right.
No vibration, no fire, but you don't have a rotation on one side. So
Yeah.
you cannot. The
Okay.
engine is stuck for that. There's some problem.
So we're not going to be doing that.
Nope. So let's keep it.
So if engine failure, okay, so we're going to go to this engine failure precautionary shutdown tab A2.
Yep.
So A2, engine failure precautionary shutdown, throttle affected engine off, ignition switch affected engine norm, engine sync knob off, this is all true. Off, electrical load as required, we're good with 200 amps. Fuel transfer as required. We're burning a lot of fuel right now. Let's go ahead and start moving some from the right tank to the left tank. All right, and we've got fuel transfer and right boost on. Engine fire button, affected engine, lift cover and push. That's our right engine. If severe engine failure or fire occurred, we don't have rotation,
Yeah, probably some severe, right? Because if the engine is stuck for that, there's some problems.
and we don't plan to restart. It's not going to hurt anything.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got our shut off right.
Good.
Okay. Okay, let's see, it says, if icing conditions exist, no. If icing conditions do not exist, land as soon as possible. Refer to single engine approach and landing, tab Y1.
Okay, right turn heading 220.
Right turn, heading 220,
And descend maintain out 2000.
down to 2,000.
You can expect the ILS is 04.
We can expect the ILS 04 right. Expect ILS 04 right. Vectors.
Yes.
Vectors. Alright. Execute. Then we need to get in here. We need to move First of all, let's get that out. ILS04 right. Level ILS4 right. Cool, so we're gonna get vectors. So we'll move ZTAL up from now to here and execute that. That'll kind of clean that up a little bit. Okay, there it is. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna finish this checklist first. So tab Y1 for single engine approach and landing. Tab Y1 for single engine approach and landing. That's here. Y1 single engine approach and landing. Landing data confirmed. So let's get some landing data.
Boy dry. Braking action good. Inform controller on initial contact. You have information, Kilo. Kennedy International Airport. Information, Kilo. Med report time 1930 Zulu. Wind 080 degrees. 5 knots. Visibility 2 miles. Ceiling 800. Temperature 15. Dew point 1 tree. Altimeter tree 002. Arrival runway 1 tree right. Departure runway 1 tree right. Runway dry. Braking.
We'll ignore that part. Okay, it's dry.
Altitude.
And altitude 1,000 to go, or 3,000 for 2,000. Okie dokie. So landing data confirm, and we'll add a factor of 1.67. Okay, so we're gonna send those. Sending, check your refs, I'll check my refs. So I'm showing 114 and 105. We'll be landing with approach flaps instead of landing flaps, so we're gonna add 11 to VREF. I hear something. Do you hear that? Okay, okay. 105, so that's gonna be 126. And I'm gonna raise this a little bit so that I can see it. Okay, so we increased our refs